Yeah, it's quite exciting for 2018 and very more exciting still for 2019 for Philippine real estate. So, if you have any questions, sige, I'll start. So yeah, yeah, the trade law significantly affect the real estate market and will it continue to do so in 2019?
As mentioned a while ago, no, yung Korean law, yung effect niya sa real estate, effectively, it reduced yung transactional cost ng real estate. Pero the more fun or medyo promising na effect ng Korean law is one, is yung VAT, yung person VAT sa REITs, and at the same time, yung sinabi ko a while ago, na 70% of the revenues in the trade will be used for infrastructure projects. So, malaki yung effect niya for 2018 and 2019 and onwards.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? Sige, Sir Mike, which areas do you think will do well in 2019?
Well, some of the areas were already discussed by Leo. So you have, of course, the usual suspect outside of Metro Manila is Central Luzon. That's where the growth actually is happening, especially on the industrial side. Industrial market has been stagnant for 10 to 15 years already, and it was only recently, well, an offshoot as well from the in administration to Duterte administration. The industrial sector had rebounded and it started moving forward. Again, the areas that we are seeing as growing on the industrial side is, of course, Clark. When we say, of course, Central Luzon, it doesn't just focus on Pampanga alone. So if development would happen in Bulacan, and Clark, it will spill over to other areas such as Tarlac, Pangasinan, La Union, and then of course with the completion of the TPNets project, it was made easier for developments to happen in these areas. And then of course you have to receive, you have it's always a domino effect. When a BPO, for example, settled in the Clark area, the rest of the other sub-real estate sectors would follow. Residential would be there, tourism will be there, retail will follow. This is the same trend that we have seen for the last 5 to 8 years when the BPO, actually 5 to 10 years, when the BPO started booming. We've seen growth areas that have happened, for example, in CDO, in Cebu, in Iloilo, in Bacolod, where the BPO market started and the rest of the real estate subsectors followed. And then, aside from Clark, they mentioned, of course, also Davao. So, I guess we all know the main reason for that. Of course, the limelight on Davao was focused basically when President Duterte came into power. And then you have other areas such as Iloilo, where most property developers, property players are already there. Again, it started from when the BPO market growing down to the other real estate subsectors, residential, retail, and then hospitality. Another area, of course, in Mindanao would be, well, the continuous growth of CTO as an alternative to settling, as an alternative to Davao. And then on Visayas, Iloilo, Bacolod will always be well-growth area. If you go there, for example, in Iloilo, you'll see a lot of cranes going up again. The major players are there. Bacolod as well. Baguio on the tourism side, and Cebu, always the work and play concept will always be there. The beach, the beach areas, the tourist spots is always an hour or two away from the CBDs, major CBDs in Cebu.
Do you think, sir, REITs will be attractive to the Philippines?
Well, it was discussed earlier. It was 10 years since the law was passed. It was passed in 2009. Again, the idea is really good, encouraging stakeholders, property owners, to ordinary Filipino being involved, being invested in real estate. But there were two roadblocks, two hurdles that was never addressed in the last 10 years, except maybe the latter part of last year. One is, of course, the minimum public ownership, which was pegged before in 2009 at 40%, going up to 67%. Of course, property owners don't want to lose control over the properties and the REIT company in general. And then the other hurdle or the other roadblock that was addressed just recently was the VAT. Under the green law, the first tranche of transfer from the property owners to the REIT company will now be tax exempted. These are the two hurdles that was addressed late last year. And moving forward, if this comes into reality, if people would start, if property owners would start forming their REIT company, putting their assets into the REIT company, and then ordinary Filipinos would have a chance to buy, to own a property without actually buying, just investing in the REIT company. Of course, this would mean additional capital for property owners, and this would mean more developments in the coming years. So yes, it will be a great addition, a great indicator, a great factor attribute that would affect the real estate market positively moving forward.
Siguro final question for me. Is there a chance or a risk for the market overheating or impending property bubble?
Well, I guess it's the most common question every time we have this conference, every time we talk to media, every time we talk to property players and investors. There would be a correction. If sorry for the lack of word, there will be a correction on pricing, on real estate market in general, but it will be temporary. We have to take note that we still have a backlog of about 2 to 3 million right now on the low income market. It will grow to 6.7 by 2022 as provided by NEDA. So there's still a lot of demand that would happen in the coming years. And on the high-end market, we have a few inventory, few supply remaining, if actually there's any at this point. And the buyers that we are seeing are not really speculative, but they are more end users. Then, aside from that, of course, you have the OFWs, overseas Filipino workers, who a third of their income is always dedicated or allotted to housing. So I guess to address that, basically continue on, and then of course, we've learned a lot from the 1997 crisis. Our financial institutions, property developers have always been fiscally conservative in terms of building, in terms of growing their business. They run their numbers properly, they look at growth areas, they contract research companies to do the study for them before jumping into any development. So aside from the developers doing the due diligence, our government institutions have the proper safeguards, the proper fundamentals to put the safeguards in place to avoid a property bubble. One good example is the way BSP is watching two important aspects. that would affect the real estate market. One is the inflation rate. And then, of course, if the inflation rate would go up, the rest would fall, interest rate would go up as well. That would eventually be affecting the real estate market. Then, another aspect that the BSP is closely watching is the exposure of our banks. They have limited and had been strictly monitoring the exposure of banks, limiting, actually putting a cap of about 20% on real estate exposure. So, again, the safeguards are there. So, and then you have real demands, not speculative. You have end users buying properties. So, we firmly believe there will be correction of the way, but it will be temporary. But so we don't see any property bubble happening in the next years.
Thank you, sir. Questions?